Hey guys, Frostox here, and in this video I'm going to explain you the sensitivities and dead zones that you can use in order to become a better player. And the first thing that we're gonna talk about is dead zones. So basically dead zones, the easiest way to explain it is the amount of pressure that you have to put in the joysticks in order to get movement. So I have my dead zones all the way to 5. So you can see it in here, 5 and 5, right stick and left stick. And that means that if I move by a hair, my right stick is gonna register, it's gonna move. And if I move by a hair, my left stick is gonna register. But if you change it, if you put maybe the left, the left one all the way to 50, I'm moving by a hair and it's not registering. It's gonna happen there if I do the same thing in the right stick, put it all the way to 50. If I move it by a hair, it's not gonna register. Look, I'm moving it and it's not registering. So basically that, as an advice, always put it down to 5. But if you have one joystick that it moves by himself, like if you leave your controller and it moves, you should put that zone on either one of the sticks that is failing, maybe in 10 or less. So that's dead zones. Now let's talk about vertical sensitivity. So vertical sensitivity is the sensitivity that you have to go up and down. The higher you get it, is easy to control the recoil. The higher you get it, but there's people that if you have a crazy high sensitivity in vertical, they're gonna do this. Like they're gonna try to aim, they're gonna like be moving like all the way down and all the way up. So that's personal preference. For me, the way to find it is that you get it in a spot, you shoot, and you try to put the bullets in the same place. And when you peek, if you notice that you're doing this too much, lower it, and if you think that you can handle it, make it higher. So that way you can actually control recoil in one easy way. Horizontal sensitivity. So horizontal sensitivity is the sensitivity that you have to go left and right in that one, in the right joystick. So basically is how sensitive it has to be when you go left and right. This is personal preference, but I think the way to find it, if you start practicing on flicks, you get a 90 angle, for example this bullet here, and let's see if I get in here, right, you shoot, and I think that's the way to get it. This helps a lot for the flicks, like if you shoot in here then you go to the window, or I mean to the door. If you shoot in here and then you have to go to the door. So that's basically horizontal sensitivity. Everything is personal preference, so I cannot tell you that this is the best settings for you or you have to use these settings. I use 90, that's a high sensitivity for some people, and I have 75 in vertical, 5 in dead zones, and ADS. And talking about ADS is aim downside sensitivity, because there's one sensitivity that you have in the movement from left or right, up and down, but when you aim, there's another sensitivity in here. So that sensitivity is ADS, aim downside. So that helps a lot if you try to practice. For example, if you pick this, you ADS lean and you try to keep it on the same spot. For example here, try to clear like that without doing the compensation that some people do, that is this. They snap the controller left, 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 left when they peek in. So that means that your ADS sensitivity is not in the correct spot, because if you have a good ADS sensitivity, you can actually clear slowly That helps a lot, including inflation. And this is not only the amount of left and right that you go while ADS, and this is up and right too. So that's basically it. To do a recap, ADS is the sensitivity that you have aiming down sights. Um, Horizontal is the sensitivity that you have left and right, moving to left and right. Vertical is the one going up and down. And the dead zones is the amount of pressure that you have to put in the joysticks. The best way to find this is go to a T-hunt and start practicing trying to get headshots. So while you do that, um, you're gonna start noticing if you move a lot, if you potato a lot. For example, when you shoot, you do this a lot, you go all the way up. That means that your vertical sensitivity is high, and you have to lower it. But if you can control that, but when you see an enemy, you start moving left and right like crazy, that means that your horizontal sensitivity is high and you have to lower it. And in my opinion, you should get used to one sensitivity and slowly and gradually going up and up in the sensor. Because high sensitivity helps you not only for controlling recoil, but to flick and have the upper hand on the enemies, including if they're behind you, in front of you, or if you have to kill one in here, kill one behind, kill one in the door. You got it. So guys, I expect that this video helped you to find your sensitivity and become a better player. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.
Holy shit. See what I mean when I stick with Mozzie? We win.